While open access publishing exists for a while now, it is sometimes misunderstood. We want you to have a good understanding of open access, and therefore let's take a look at the most important misconceptions. Some people might think that access to research is not a problem, so open access publishing is irrelevant, or that only open access journals allow for open access publishing, or that these journals are not peer-reviewed, or they always ask a publication fee from the authors. Some might think that open access journals are of lower quality than subscription-based journals, or that open access publishing in general is complex and hard work. Let's have a look at these misconceptions and explain why they are not correct. Access to research is not a problem, so open access publishing is irrelevant. Well, indeed, researchers affiliated with a wealthy research institution may not experience problems with access to research papers, because the institution can pay the subscription fee for the relevant journals. Universities, for example, spend millions of euros per year to ensure that their researchers maintain access to scientific journals and books. But many universities and other research institutes, consulting firms and small firms cannot afford the subscription fees. As a result, the researchers cannot fully participate in their research area because of a lack of access to the latest scientific knowledge, and think that each citizen should have access to. Quite often, finding relevant publication is possible, but the access to the full text is a paid service. This could lead to lost educational and economic opportunities. So, making publication open access is relevant to take away these hurdles. Sometimes you may think that only open access journals allow for open access publishing. This is not the case. Journals offer different ways to publish open access. In the first way, the journal publishes the article open access with immediate access to the publication and free for anyone to read. These journals are called true or pure open access journals. However, often authors pay an article processing charge, the APC, to get the paper published. This is also called the golden road to open access. But sometimes the publication costs are covered by a research department, for example, that runs the journal. In this case, the publication is also free for the author. This way is also called the diamond or platinum open access. Many subscription-based journals offer a paid open access option too these days. These journals are then called hybrid journals. If you publish in a subscription-based journal, you can often upload a version of your paper in an online database called a repository, managed by your university or institution, for example. In fact, you are allowed, under certain conditions, to self-archive your publication and then legally give access to your paper to people who do not have a subscription to the journal. This is the second way to publish open access, and it's also called the green road. So there are different ways to publish open access. What about open peer review? Are open access journals peer-reviewed or not? Well, in that sense, open access journals are really not different from subscription-based journals. Many open access journals have robust peer review procedures in place, just like many subscription-based journals. Sometimes even the peer review itself is open and shared. Be aware that there are also open access journals without a peer review process, but this also applies to some subscription-based journals. Always check the policies of the journal that you plan to submit to see if the journal meets your requirements. And if you have doubts about the quality of an open access journal, you'd use Think, Check, Submit. Open access journals always ask for a publication fee from the authors. Well, remember the different way that I mentioned earlier. Indeed, some open access journals ask for so-called article processing charge upon acceptance, but plenty of journals don't. Nowadays, universities can have transformative agreements with publishers. This means that the APC are covered and will be paid centrally by the institution or by funders. And is the quality of open access journal lower than the quality of subscription-based journals? Quality meaning reputation here, and open access journals referring to the immediate open access publishing. Of course, many subscription-based journals have a strong reputation and have been leading in their field for decades. And luckily, they are often offering other ways of publishing open access. Open access journals are also building a strong reputation, and so you will certainly be able to find an impactful and leading open access journal in your field. Open access publishing is complex and hard work. Publishing in general is hard work and complex. This is not related to open access. Journals have well-organized systems in place that help you with the submission, review, and publication process. And if you publish in a subscription-based journal and do not walk the APC way, all you have to do is to make sure that your publication is deposited in an authorized repository. So none of the arguments are valid anymore, and you can start looking to publishing open access.